Bless up in the morning, the wonderful viewers of Links 007 to the T to the V. How you all doing? Well, hope that you're doing fine and just taking care of yourself and just being safe as much as possible. So, what we want to discuss on the program this morning is the situation that occurred this week and the videos that spiral out of control online as it relates to comedian Majah Hype and his ex-lover that made rounds on social media. Now we're about now to analyze the evidence that were presented from both parties and just to get a more detailed understanding of what really is happening in this situation. But what is very sad to see is that when people having relationship problems, they always tend to use social media in order to sort their differences or just to let their voice be heard. Gone are the days when you and someone would have some sort of disagreement and you would be able to just discuss it with them over the phone or just in order to just listen to what the other party have to say as it relates to the problem that you're faced with. But all I can say for both parties, this is a difficult situation for both of you, and both of you just really need to take the time out by yourself just in order to heal from this. And even though it's gonna take some time, it can be done. You just have to just put your mind to the wheel and just decide that whatever happened, you're gonna have to let it pass and just go your separate ways, because that's what's best right now for both of you. And even though certain things have spiraled out of control as it relates to the whole social media thing, we really can't let that deter you from your goals or your aspirations. You have to just put that aside and focus on yourself right now. Maybe you need to seek some professional help, both of you as well, and just try your best in order to just get through the situation, because what happened on social media was not anything pretty, and no one likes to see their lives being portrayed, especially as it relates to the tape that was released of the female as well. And Majah Hype is being blamed for that. Well, we can't speak to that because we're not sure whether or not he was the one that released that tape or how that really played out as it relates to how that tape got out. But people have been speculating and the street is talking and people are trying to draw their own assumption of what they believe happened in this scenario. However, I'm not here to point fingers and I'm not here to be the judge of the situation nor the jury of it as well. I'm just here just to clarify certain misconception that is going out there on social media and just to clear the speculations that are going out there. Now, as it relates to the evidence that was presented, let me talk first on that. As it relates to a video, well, the female stated that the video was released some 10 years ago, I believe, and the video in question was recorded by the male that she had the engagement with or the encounter. She stated in her video that the video was recorded 10 years ago. However, the phone that was used to record the video is not 10 years old, as you can see there on your screen. So that is one of the misconceptions going out there online. So I'm not sure whether that was right or whether it was wrong, but many people have begun now to doubt her side of the story as it relates to that, and many people believe as if she's actually lying. So that is one of the misconceptions going out there online as it relates to the video and the phone that was used in order to record that video. So that is basically one of the things that is going on out there. So what else again? There were actually certain things that people were talking and stating that Major Hype was actually the one that released the video. Now Major Hype has so far refuted those claims and state that he was not the one that released the video, and he's actually been set up by the female in order to get followers, or just in order to gain the hype from the whole entire situation. No, with that said, I just know that this is just a sad situation for the both of them, and it's not good to see how relationship and problems get spiraled out of control, especially when one party or both parties believe that social media is the way to go in order to settle their differences. We have seen how that has caused the devastation of many celebrity and prominent figures' relationships, and this is just one in another which we have seen played out on social media. But it's very sad to see what happened in this case, and I really wish that these individuals just take the time and just take that opportunity just in order to just cope and just deal with the situation as best as possible, because they're gonna need this time, and this time is like a healing process for the both of them. And I know that people are gonna be bashing them on social media and just on the internet in general for a period of time. However, this will pass, and they just have to know that they have to just get themselves ready and set their mind at ease. How they're gonna do this, they're gonna have to just decide this on their own. But the best thing right now that I see for the both of them is them for just seek some sort of counseling or some level of professional help in order to deal with the situation, because we have seen how this has played out, and we have seen the social media backlash that both of them are getting from it. Many are doubting Major Hype side of the story, many are doubting the female side of the story, and it's just a back and from situation, because one of the time many people were on the female side until Major Hype released his video now, and this caused a stir and a switch of the people's belief as to what really happened. Major Hype stated in his video that the female was physically abusive to him on numerous occasions, and that at times the female would just fight him for the simple reasons. And when we look at this situation, I know that many males out there are faced with similar problems, are faced with similar circumstances as it relates to domestic abuse, and people in general just think as if all the time is just females are having this problem, and the problem is so compounded with so many other issues that people look over at times. But what happened here is an unfortunate situation, and one that is sad, and one that people out there just need to just take a page from their book and know that when it comes on to relationships are not perfect. Relationships are here, and relationships will be forever here. But it's how, when you have problems, the manner in which you deal with the situation, and bringing it on social media is not one of the best moves, I believe, because you're gonna have people that did not know anything about you, and now you have opened them up to certain information that they would not have known. I know this can be beneficial, or it can also be detrimental to your life and your aspirations in the future. So you have to know what you're doing, and you have to just be focused and be mindful of whatever you're doing whenever situations such as these arise. But all I can say, they just need to just take some time and heal from this process, because it's one of those situations where people always try to beat down on the other as they want to be the one that is right in the situation. But in a case like this, I'm not going to give Major Hype the right, and I'm not going to give the female the right. Neither am I going to give them the wrong as well. because they have been faced with challenges in their relationships, and it has been going on for some time. So people really need to just think about what they're getting themselves involved in. And when the situation seems as if it's becoming too compounding that you can't handle, or it's becoming overburdened to you, you have to just be the brave one and walk from that, especially when it is becoming physical. All right, so I wish them all the best in their relationships from here on, and I know that it's gonna take some time for them to heal, and the healing process might start now. And the fact that they have decided to talk about it, that's where the healing starts. Even though it was on social media, but that is basically where the process of it all starts. And we really have to just know that that's how it goes. We have to just heal from the process and just do what we have to do, because in situations such as these, we really don't know what to expect. When you're in a relationship with someone, it's like an experience. It's something new. Every individual is gonna be different. Every individual is gonna have their own sort of way of dealing with things, and it's just a matter of time before certain situations get overwhelming to their one party or the other. So I wish them all the best, and I just hope that they just take this opportunity just to cope with what is going on, and just try to find that way and means of dealing with the situation, and just be good. All right, so I believe I'm gonna leave this one here for now. All right, peace out. Bless Links TV.